The Hill is reporting that the DNC's fundraising is in the crapper. Months of post-election malaise hamstrung the Democratic National Committee's fundraising over the first 6 months of 2017, creating a serious money gap with Republicans and raising questions about Democrats' ability to take advantage of opportunities in the 2018 midterm elections. The DNC raised $38.2 million in the first half of the year, compared with the Republican National Committee's $75.4 million haul during that period. A $37.2 million difference. As of June 30th, the RNC has almost $45 million in the bank, while the DNC has just under $7.5 million, along with $3 million in debt. Jeez, and many Democrats are frustrated by the sluggish fundraising pace, which comes even as President Trump's sagging approval rating drives Democratic outrage across the country. How pathetic are the Democrats? Oh my God, that's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Donald Trump is president. 60% of the country says, we don't like him. But your fundraising is like half that of the Republicans. Do you realize how pathetic that is? Now they go on to explain, okay, well, part of that is the big money donors are just tired and worn out because they went all in on Hillary Clinton. I mean, if you're a big money donor, you know you're going to get return on investment for donating to Hillary and her kind of Democrat. Well, Hillary lost, so they're like, what the fuck? I feel like I just flushed money down the toilet. So, you know what? I'm going to sit out now. I don't want to give them that much money. So the big donors are gonzo. And then you have small donors. Well, who would the small donors be for the Democrats? It would be the base. And the base of the Democratic Party has no interest in the DNC. And they shouldn't have any interest in the DNC because we learned how they snubbed Bernie Sanders and they tried to rig the process from the beginning against Bernie Sanders and for Hillary Clinton. So your base says fuck you, so you don't get as many small donations. The big money donors feel spurned because Hillary lost. So who the fuck is left? And that's why your fundraising is doing terrible. Now, the saddest part of this article, oh my God. So Tom Perez took over. And he's restructuring it. So there's a lot of restructuring going on. Yeah, that's why your fundraising sucks. Not because you're horrific as an institution and you stand for nothing. But they go on to say, I'm not kidding. They go on to say, well, yeah, what Tom Perez is going to do is he's going to bring in, instead of having 3 people to deal with fundraising, he's going to bring in 30 people to deal with fundraising. You do realize that bringing in more fundraisers doesn't mean you're going to get more money, right? That's like you have horrible car sales and you have 3 salesmen. You're like, you know what? We're going to fix this. We're going to bring in 30 salesmen. There's still not enough demand for the car. The product is the car, not the salesman. So there needs to be more demand for the car. It's not like the salesmen are going to just create that demand. Then you're just going to have more people, in the showroom sitting around going, well, okay, looks like we're not raising that much money and we're all just sitting here with our thumbs up our asses. So not at a single point in the article, nowhere in the article did they bring up, well, hey, maybe the Democrats need to unequivocally stand for something now. Maybe they need to reject big money as a matter of principle, say no corporate money, no PAC money, and we're only going to raise from the people and small dollar donations. And hey, here's the list of what we're going to fight for. If you believe in these things, donate. And say, hey, we're walking the walk, not just talking the talk. No corporate money anymore, no PAC money, no big donor money. So we're only taking small donor money. And we're going to fight for Medicare for all. We're going to fight for free college. We're going to fight for ending the wars. We're going to fight for ending the drug war. We're going to fight for a New Deal to do an infrastructure bill. So if you were full court press on that strategy, of course your fundraising would blow the Republicans' fundraising out of the water. If you didn't cheat Keith Ellison out of being the chair of the DNC, your fundraising would be higher too. Because who are the most energetic and most involved people? The progressive base. Who are they going to organize for you after you repeatedly stabbed them in the back so that you could put corporatists and neoliberals in positions of power? Fuck no. So guess who has all the energy and the momentum? We do. Justice Democrats. And it's not, to be clear, it's not just us. Democratic Socialists, they're breaking membership records. You know, we support them. Our revolution, we support them too. We've teamed up with them on many issues. Brand New Congress, National Nurses United. The list goes on of actual populist left grassroots organizations that are affecting change. It's because of you guys doing the hard work, making the phone calls, fighting for it, that we doubled the number of people, the Democratic congressmen who now support Medicare for all. That's because of you. That's because of our petition. We did it together. We built it together. By the way, justicedemocrats.com/single-payer. If you haven't signed that petition, go do it right now. Because it works. The numbers show it that it's working. All the pressure we're putting on them is working. So you're not going to have people work within the DNC and give their donations to the DNC when the DNC also says we're going to take Wall Street money and corporate money and billionaire money and PAC money and lobbyist money because they know their small donations going to get drowned out by the big money interests who are fundamentally opposed to them. So they're not going to donate to you. They're not going to donate to you and you keep stabbing actual progressives in the back so that you can pick neoliberal corporatists to steer the ship. They're not going to fucking do anything for you. And they shouldn't. The onus is on you, not them. The onus is on you to show them and prove to them and earn their trust that you're going to fight for the right things and for what they want. You haven't done that. You're nowhere near doing that, which is why we're doing well and which is why we have all the momentum. So you keep punching left at your own risk, and then you'll lose 2018. And guess what? They'll go out there. They still won't learn the lesson. If they didn't learn the lesson from having Hillary lose, they're never going to learn the lesson. So if the Democrats get routed in 2018 again, what'll they do? They'll go out there and say, well, we should move even further right and be even more corporate. No, that's the exact wrong direction. You do that after every election and it gets worse. So you need to stand for something. They don't stand for anything, which is why their fundraising numbers suck. And it's sad to watch them try to diagnose the problem. And what do? They're like, yeah, we'll hire more fundraisers. That's not going to change anything. You have to fight for something and believe in something and stand for something, and you don't, which is why you suck.